Hey everybody, this is Randy Hucks here with your monthly market recap for the month of June 2025. June gave us a lot to keep an eye on in terms of interest rates, inflation, data on trade negotiations, and even some geopolitical drama. What a surprise, huh? But instead of reacting to every single headline, I want to help you see the bigger picture as to what actually matters when you're thinking about your retirement or your investment strategy. So we started out the month on a high note. The S&P 500 closed out May very strong, and that momentum carried into early June with the markets lifted by strong earnings and lower inflation data. Yes, lower inflation, unlike prior administrations. The Fed's preferred inflation measured.
Recording in progress.
The PCE only rose 0.1%, and that kept inflation at 2.1%, which is a really good sign compared to, again, our previous administration. But it wasn't all that smooth sailing, because in mid-June, the market did dip a little bit, even with inflation reports staying mild. But there were a lot of global tensions, of course, as we well know, in the Middle East, right? With Iran and also with Israel. It caused a little short-term pullback. But we had the big, beautiful bill that we're looking at trying to get signed and approved, which should help us. So we'll see how that ends up here imminently. That should help the markets. And I look forward to hearing what that's going to be. But still, by the end of June, markets had bounced back, and we saw a temporary ceasefire over there in Iran. And I think Netanyahu is supposed to come and meet with Trump next week. And then the S&P 500 had a record high of 6,173 points. It's up more than 3% for the week and over 5% for the month. So, pretty interesting. The previous administration told us how great things were, and they weren't very great, and how bad things were going to be with the Trump administration, but here we are. We're growing like crazy. I think everything that we're doing from that perspective is going to work out well for you guys. So what does all this mean for you? The takeaway really is simple. That even when the headlines shift and there's all kinds of things going on and we're watching all of it, trying to balance it, we build portfolios that are designed to weather all seasons, whether the markets are up or down, calm or chaotic. So if you're wondering whether or not your current plan is built that way, we can talk about it. But I promise you, we put a lot of effort into doing it, and there's never any pressure. So if you want some guidance, some authentic help, and some hardworking people that are willing to help you, that's what we do here at Hucks Capital Management. So just stay informed, enjoy your summer. That's some really good news, I think. I'm optimistic about the rest of the year. So take care. Have a great day.